Who is a celebrated famous person where everyone universally ignores the fact that they're factually a giant POS? Karl Malone. He impregnated a 13-year-old and refused to pay child support despite being a millionaire. I mean, Chris Brown still has a career. Everyone knows how bad he was now, but Jimmy Saville was loved and respected for decades. If I'd go as far to call him a giant POS, but reading Gene Simmons' autobiography was rather revealing. Dr. Phil. His entire shtick is taking advantage of lower-income individuals and exposing their dirty laundry. Steven Tyler and a bunch of rockers from the 70s who slept with underage girls or dated them. You mean literal Nazi Coco Chanel? I genuinely don't know how Chris Brown still has a career. For a dude that dated teens as an adult, Paul Walker gets a surprising amount of praise still. Jared Leto. Senator Ted Kennedy crashed his car into a lake while drunk driving. Left a woman to drown inside. Walked home and went to bed. Oprah Winfrey doesn't keep very good company. For an abuse victim, a disturbing number of her friends have been indicted on child abuse-related charges. It makes one wonder if she just attracts that type of person, or if she is knowledgeable of the events. Not ignored, but still free. Ezra Miller. Paul Rubens was the perfect opposite of this. Was practically blacklisted from Hollywood for a while, but was well known to be a very kind, sweet, and thoughtful man. Tom Cruise. Scientology is into way more than just some cringe science fiction, and not much of it is legal. Oprah. While she might not be horrible on a person-to-person level, she built a career on exploitive television and promoted all sorts of grifters, frauds, and outright evil people without even a shred of scrutiny or forethought. Uri Geller, John of God, Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, to name a few. Some who would have never gotten a platform without her, or had their profile skyrocketed thanks to appearances on her show. She's peddled every form of bad pop psychology, dubious quackery, and outright nonsense over her career. Meanwhile, she gets nearly universal positive praise in media. Sure, she was a black woman that broke out in a Caucasian-dominated industry. That's an accomplishment. It doesn't change the fact she's done a tremendous amount of damage, and got where she was largely by taking advantage of vulnerable people as guests and an audience that lacks critical thinking skills. Woody Allen? Chris Brown. I don't respect anyone that beats their partner. The amount of people defending Drake against the groomer label is depressing. James Franco. Henry Ford Kellogg of Kellogg's cereal was a eugenicist. Margaret Sanger, who founded Planned Parenthood, was an eugenicist and had all kinds of terrible views on race, disabled people, etc. 70s/80s infamous rock stars and their love of 13-year-old baby groupies. David Bowie de-virginized a few teens in his 20s and 30s. Iggy Pop slept with a 13-year-old. Jimmy Page dated a 13-year-old. Steven Tyler and his teen girl escapades, I think he ended up marrying her. But ask anyone, and these are some of the greatest musicians of all time.